I would like to introduce myself. My name is Fabio Montossi. I am the National Director of the Agriculture Research Institute of Uruguay. We would like to tell you that we are in the middle of a restructuring our organization. This is an organization that is 25 years old, and we have been working in different phases of our organization, been conducting different approaches in order to improve our efficiency. As a part of that, and in a world that is changing every time, seeing that those changes are really huge changes in agriculture and technology as a general concept, we need to adapt ourselves to be part of the new world that we are living now. For that reason, and particularly in a country like Uruguay that is really an exporter country, where we are feeding 28 million people around the world, even in more than 100 markets around the world, we are facing the challenge of feeding around 50 million people in 15 years. And that is a huge goal for us, and technology is going to play a very important role to really to reach that target. For that target, that is going to happen in 15 years time, we need a lot of technology. We need really hard, solid scientific background, and for that reason, INIA try to play a very important role to be part of that new reality for our country. In that sense, we are working in different areas with different emphasis, but really the core of our business is technology, science and technology, and we are working very hard in a new structure in order to re-emphasize the role of technology. We know that technology is a key thing in a very competitive market that we are facing now, and particularly in the next 15 years, as I told you. Right. The other thing is that technology can reach our producer and our clients along the supply chains. We are working in so many areas like forestry, milk, wool, beef, horticulture, fruticulture, and all the areas that really, because this is a very say, agriculture country, right, for that reason. And we are exporting at least 50 to up to 90% what we really produce. So technology is part of that reality. So this is another area where we are working hard in order to reduce the gap between the technology that produce and that technology that is applying in a commercial level. And the next thing is to really to work very hard on increase the development of our human resources, which is a very key issue for us because it's the core of our organization as a research organization. And the next topic is related to mainly to the general management of the organization. We need to increase our performance, our key performance indicator in all the areas that we are working, like research, like the general management operation of our organization, technology transfer, human development, and as a whole thing. So this is another area that we are working hard in order to reach all the concepts that I have been talking about. So we have in the next year, but thinking in more than that, is defining our research priority. INIA is an organization that is very decentralized, so we have 90% of our human resources really distributed in the different parts of the countryside. So just 10% of our resources, human resources, are located in our capital. So we have a very good territorial distribution of our people. That is a key thing where the problems are, and of course, if the problems are there, always the solutions are there, because we are part of a way of working that we are very linked with our clients. In this case, our producers that have different size, being big companies, and also we call family producers, small producers that we are taking care of too. So that is a huge challenge for particularly for me and the team that are starting to work together with this new emphasis, and we are heading to really to tackle these challenges in order to really to get a better organization that really can contribute better to our country, to our society, in a world that is really challenging, and technology is going to play a very important role. We see that the clients around the world are going to ask for solid scientific information behind of the brands, of the product that they are using for feeding themselves or for the family. So INIA has to play a very important role in order to get confidence to our clients around the world. And science, again, is a key role, is a key player in that goal.